Welcome to the EpicTV Surf Report. I'm Dave Mailman coming at you from Hossegor, France, and we are taking straight off all the way across the Pacific to check out day 2 action from the spot at the end of the road. That's right, people, we're talking about the Wall of Skulls, Teahupo'o in Tahiti. Before we go to the action, here's a quick rundown of who should have, could have, and would have been in the water, but weren't for this historic swell at Teahupo'o. First and foremost, the Tahitian Spartan Michel Bourez has been hanging out for lay day after lay day with the boys in Brazil. Check out this shot. Peter King says Alana Blanchard's gonna be jealous. Nice butts, boys. As I mentioned in my last report, conspicuous by their absence were big wave travel buddies, South African legend Grant Twiggy Baker and our 2013 XXL men's performance winner, Greg Long. I managed to get in touch with both of them. Here's an annotated version of what Greg had to say. I'm actually down in Cabo at the moment for the SEMA Surf Summit, the industry's surf business related conference. I committed to be the keynote speaker a few months ago, and of course, as soon as you make a commitment to be somewhere, there's a big swell somewhere else. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it to Tahiti, but hopefully we'll catch the same swell in Puerto Escondido, Mexico this Sunday. Cheers. Well, that's what Greg says he's doing, or maybe he was just afraid of another near-deadly run-in with Garrett McNamara and his infamous jet-powered surfboard. As for Twiggy, he's been scoring perfection in Indo. Hey Dave, unfortunately Tahiti and other French-occupied islands are out of bounds for us Africans. We can get short-term visas, but they take a long time to process, and we can't just see a swell and get a visa in time. This even for islands off the African coast like Reunion, believe it or not. Twig. That's right, people. Tahiti is actually in France, and there's 3 things in life that you can always count on: death, taxes, and the French bureaucracy getting in the way of people having a good time.
C'est pas possible.
But now it's time to talk about some of the people who actually were there. First off, let me right an injustice from day 1 coverage. The list of surfers I plagiarized from the misogynistic and xenophobic Aussies at Stab Mag left out all the ladies and most of the gentlemen in the water whose native language isn't English. Mea culpa, people. We're gonna start things off with you. Day 2 was heaven and hell for our French friends. Benjamin I am Sancho Sanchez, who headbutted the reef, and Alain Rioux, who saved Sancho from drowning. It was heavy trying to get him back on the ski. He was unanimated, eyes rolled back, blood everywhere. Reports claimed a trip to the hospital and anywhere from 2 to 20 stitches to close the gash in Sancho's head. For more on that story, you can read the entire thing on Magic Seaweed. More on the non-English speaking posse out in the lineup at Chopes. After his Surfline Wave of the Winter win at Pipeline, Brazilian Ricardo dos Santos is in the running for the Wave of the Spring at Chopu with this macker. Obrigado, Ricardo. And then there were the XXL ladies charging hard enough to make every man who didn't pick up a tow rope on the day avert their eyes in shame after every ride from Keala Kennelly and Maya Gabera. Way to go, girls. There were obviously more Tahitian standouts in the lineup than just Raimana Van Basteler and Manoa Drolet. 3 of them were Hira Tarina Tufa, Tuhiti Haumani, and Michelle's little brother Kevin. Way to hold it up for the home team, guys. Way back in the past when Teahupo'o got its name, the Wall of Skulls, it was Tahitian villagers scalping other Tahitian villagers. Nowadays, it's just the wave doing the scalping, and Sancho's scalp wasn't the only one added to the wall. Hawaii's Makua Rothman also got beat up pretty bad. Makua said on his Instagram account, surgery, 50 stitches, 1 broken finger, and a separated frillum, the part that attaches your lip to your teeth. My lip was stuck under my chin. Well, get well soon to you too, Makua. That's it for the people who we forgot from day 1 coverage. Here are some of the standouts from day 2 action. Shane Dorian, who just weeks after winning the Ride of the Year award, scored himself the self-portrait of a lifetime. The Crown Prince of Teahupo'o, Manoa Drolet, was at it once again. And of course, our surfing Moses, Laird Hamilton, still walking on water. And hell, Manoa Drolet and Laird Hamilton even teamed up for a party wave. People were claiming the performance of 2012 Big Wave World Tour champion Pete Mel all over the shop. Here's why. And of course, the shark whisperer Mark Healy tamed a few aquatic beasts of another kind. Channel 1 Polynesia were the first to throw up a sick 10-minute package that you can check out on Dailymotion. Quiksilver earns extra points for supplying slick edits of Day 1 and Day 2 action that you've been watching here on EpicTV Surf Report. Day 3 footage should be available at about the same time this piece hits the virtual waves of the World Wide Web. Just type in Teahupo'o on YouTube already, or take the lazy route and wait for Day 3 action on the next edition of the EpicTV Surf Report. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, don't forget to get wet!